chains and whips. To represent unpaid, even more chains and whips. It represents the slaves. Take a young and change his wits. He's set up in his ways, cause he's numb and pain convinced. His happiness is vague and blue like NYPD. Young fella wanna be me. Thoughts of Einstein lines. That's when he heard the CD. He walked a fine line blind. The stereo was Stevie. New Balance 999s. The Sergio Tachini. Too in tune with the one stop. But deaf is everyone's clock. He ain't see that eyes 45 with the jump shot.
What's life is the sun without an earth to shine for? What purpose is up? It's not something to climb for. When I exhale, it's like you breathe back in me. Refresh the life that you already gave me.
Welcome to an episode of Connected Dots. I'm your host, Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks. And as you can see, I'm a quarter zip dude today. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to the quarter zip dudes. Shout out to the founder of the quarter zip dudes. I love this, what y'all doing. Y'all making black men feel special. It's an exuberance to it. It's a feel that I like. It's a confidence. And I'm glad that the young black men are taking to this liking. I mean, we've always had quarter zips before, but we never really called it a style because it was really for the other folk, not my folk. But now our folk is starting to realize that they tired of wearing the hoodies and the Pooh Shiesty masks. And you know what I'm saying? They want to be quarter zip dudes. So I'm representing quarter zip dudes today. You know what I mean? I've always had quarter zips in my closet, just that I rarely wear them from time to time. You know, it's a preppy look, geeky, nerdy, quirky style, but you know, it makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel like you want to take over Trump Plaza. You dig what I'm saying? Word. But all I'm saying is shout out to the brothers, man, with the quarter zip. Shout out to y'all dudes, because like I said before, y'all trying to start a trend, and I see the trend is growing. And of course, the trend started in New York City, NYC. Let me move this light out of my face a little bit. America, let you know it's live. And I feel as though this is what it is. This is what it has to be, man. You have to understand, man. I look like Darryl Strawberry. I know, calm down. Anyway, this is what it has to be. You have to understand that a lot of these guys don't have fathers. So the OGs, even though they used to wear hoods and all that stuff, when it was time for them to dress up or go to court or whatever it may be, they would throw on something casual. But now everybody don't want to be casual. You go to the job interview with jeans on. You got your butt showing. You know what I'm saying? The girls got their butt showing. So it's good that this trend is happening, man. And I'm going to rock a couple of quarter zips on my next episode just to let y'all know I'm with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. And like I said, like you said in the video, yo, all I get is shakes. And you know what I'm saying? Eat cookies from Subway. That's funny, dog. That's funny. But anyway, y'all, shout out to the quarter zip dudes. Shout out for the brothers who don't wear quarter zips, but they still do what they got to do. Shout out to all the positive brothers, period. Shout out to all the people in general. Shout out Black Couch. Shout out D-Train, Dwayne Simmons in Houston. Shout out Charles Wallace, Newark, New Jersey. Was good. Shout out Team Mix. Hold your head up. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Shout out Eric Trenholm out there in Florida. Was good. Shout out Travis Hall out there in Georgia. Shout out Doc Lamptey out there in Georgia, Atlanta. And shout out to my peoples. Also, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you. You know what I'm saying? I might not see y'all, but still happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And this is how we do. Yes, I paid the bill. You know what I'm saying? So please excuse the technical difficulties if I look blurry or whatever. Every show can't be perfect, but I'm giving you a show. That's what matters. That's what matters most. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them dudes out there. I know ICE has been reckless in cities all across America. And they hit the Charlotte metro area. And a lot of kids did not go to school. And if I was a Latino person, I would not let my kids go to school. I wouldn't go to work. For the simple fact, if I pay taxes and I was lied to by the president, and all of a sudden I'm getting shipped back I wouldn't do a damn thing for this country. And that's just how I feel. I feel like this country, all it does is trick people into maneuvering the money scheme and the money scams. Uh, for example, you know what I'm saying? You're arresting innocent people who've been here for years. Now all of a sudden you want to kick them out. On top of that, these kids have to look at this. So they will be traumatized forever because of the simple fact that you want to uphold your law, not my law, your law, because the laws are always being made every year. So that's your law. If you think that's making America great again, you're wrong. It's making America worse again. And I said it again, worse again. If you got something to say, when you see me, see me. I'm trying to tell people this. Don't talk behind my back. If you got something to say and you don't like what I'm saying, come see me face to face, because I like talking to people face to face. I'm a face to face dude. You know what I mean? We could talk, we could hash it out, whatever. But don't be a chicken or a coward and talk behind my back. Come to my face and say it to my face if you don't like what I'm saying, because I feel like I represent the people, and the people makes this country. The people, without the people, you don't have anything. Without people, you don't have votes. You have no hearsay. You have no tax dollars. You have nothing without the people. Remember that. We are the people. And me, I'm speaking as the people. I feel like it doesn't make sense that people have to go in school in fear. People can't go out their house in fear from our own government officials, our own government, quote unquote, safety, whatever you want to call it, who wears masks on their face. And I'm telling you, this will backfire some way, somehow, because what you're doing to me is not ethical. I don't care about a law, because all the laws been broken when it comes to certain people. So I don't care about your laws, because it seems like people can get over on laws, not go to jail on laws, and it's cool for them, but not cool for people of my color or ethnic or background. So let's talk about the other nationalities that's here that's not getting taken away. You know what I'm saying? There's other nationalities here that's not being checked, but you only checking certain ones. And you have the nerve to call it Border Patrol. And my thing is, to me, this is why this country will fall and it would fail, because you're not, the only good thing that came out of this is that we, the people, are going to stick together to vote you out. That's the bottom line. You made it clear we don't want to see no one of y'all's up in the office again. This is not fixing the country. It's not fixing the country. You made a mockery of our government. You made the mockery of our country. All the other countries are laughing right now behind your back. And you wonder why we're in debt. You're giving money to places that don't need money. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Because there's something bigger than the picture that is being shown. That's how I know that there's crooks everywhere. You want to arrest the underhand petty crooks, but the big white collar crooks remain. Explain that to me. So like I said before, and I say it again, do not talk about laws, abiding citizens, and all this crap when you do what the hell you want to do and get away with it. So I don't want to hear that crap. And like I said before, you have a problem, address me, face to face. Don't be a coward. Address me face to face. I'm all ears. And not to cause violence, but I just know that, you know, we grown. So if you don't like my views, come holler at me face to face. Because that's what I like. I'm a face to face guy. So let's keep that in perspective, all right? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't here, and I've heard about the Christmas tree shooting. You know what I'm saying? In Concord. Now explain to me, why are we shooting at a Christmas tree lighting? And of course they were young, of course, two groups shooting at each other, and you picked a better place, a Christmas tree lighting. How dumb, how inconvenient. See, this is what I'm talking about. How are these kids getting weapons? Number one. Number two, why would you pick a place like this where innocent bystanders can get hurt instead of your target? So to me, this was another cowardly act. Again, when you do stuff like this, I call it cowardly, a cowardly act. Because first of all, if you got a problem with somebody, you talk it out or you use your hands. But a lot of people are afraid of embarrassment, so they want to shoot. A lot of people are afraid that it might spread all over the country and the world. So you don't want to feel like you're the sucker, so you shoot. But to me, you're still a sucker, because sucker people do sucker stuff like that. Or we call it, well, sucker shit like that. That's sucker shit. You know what I mean? My thing is, when there's kids in the way, and there's families out there enjoying themselves, enjoying a holiday, and you plan to pick up a gun and shoot at your ops, if that's what y'all call it, you know what I'm saying? That's a whack word to use. But when you start doing stuff like that, to me, that's cowardly. That's some cowardly shit that you did. Really. And I'm glad that they got caught. Really, because it didn't make sense for that to happen. I've been in this area for many, many years, the Concord, Charlotte, Kannapolis area, and I've never seen this happen during a Christmas lighting. And that just tells you how dumb these kids are. You're throwing your life away over some beef that can be handled, and you could still not be in jail. Dumb, dumb, and more dumb. Doesn't make sense. That's just my opinion. Okay? And now I'm going to talk to you about something that really bugs me. People don't value time. I remember I did a show, I talked about time is important, but now I'm going to talk about the value of time. And what I mean by the value of time, you ever had somebody tell you, I'm going to be at your house at 3 and you want to come in at 4:30? You know what I'm saying? You ever had, you have to be at the damn concert, at a concert at 7, you get there at 7:45 because you didn't get up early enough? People do not value time, nor friendship. People do not value that. And I think that's another thing that we all need to work on. The value of time, the value of friendships. I value my friendships with my people because the ones who are really my friends can be honest about if I'm right, if I'm wrong, if I'm doing something they didn't like. Those are the people who I like. Not the yes people. Yo, yes, yes, yes. I like when somebody say, yo, man, you're wrong. Because that tells me that you're thinking too. You're not just my friend and you want to be my friend, so you're going to agree with everything I say. Everybody, all your friends can't be yes men towards you. You have to have people that go against you, who are your friends, because you will look at another thing differently. You value their time and you value their opinions. Now, same thing with time. Now, I know a lot of people, in general, who are bad with time. Bad with time. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm good with time, I want to thank my father, you know what I'm saying, who showed us that we had to be on time for this, had to be on time for that. Anytime we went to a Knicks game or we had to meet him, he said, yo, you got to catch the subway at this time and meet me here. He showed us how to value time through sports. You know what I'm saying? He showed us how to value time by, this the train you got to catch. And then I value time by learning the whole subway system in New York City. I learned the whole map from front to back, what train to catch, boom, boom, boom. So it's all about valuing time. Time is important, but value time, value your friendship, value your kids, value your spouse, value your girlfriend or boyfriend, value everything that is, because you don't know how much time you have left on this planet we call Earth. You don't know how much time you have left to do anything. So value the time that someone shows you. Value that time, because time always succeeds us. No matter what we do, time will always go on forever, not us. Our bodies start to break down. We become less of an inherent person. We, all of a sudden we can't think right. We start to forget stuff. I'm in that stage of forgetting stuff. I got to write stuff down and put stuff in my phone. We start doing all that stuff. So remember, value time, value friendships, because time is very important. And like I said again, quarter zip boys, woo woo, zip zip, yo, I love it. I love it, man. I feel like one of y'all. I feel like getting a Danish right now. You know what I'm saying? And drinking some exotic drink, because I got this sweater on. Know what I mean? Anyway, shout out to the quarter zip boys, New York City. Word up, because it's gonna start there first, like it always do. Well, anyway, this is another episode of Connected Dots. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope the Cowboys lose. That's right. I hope they lose. I'm going to say that out loud. I hope y'all lose. You know what I mean? And also, peep out the De La Soul album. The De La Soul album is dope. I heard it 3 times just to make sure I didn't miss anything. The De La Soul album is dope. Nas and Primo, December 12th. That's a Friday. Don't forget that's coming out. And yo, like I said before, happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays to you and yours. All right? One life, one love, one loop. Peace. Yo, I'm really feeling this, son. Feeling this. Quarter zips.
What's good is your boy Sel Self from Washington Heights. You already know, the one and only. When I'm chilling and doing my thing and relaxing, I'm chilling with my man Connected Dots from North Carolina. You already know. Check him out because his brand is hot. So make sure you check out that fire. You already know. Shout out to North Carolina, man. And Connected Dots. You already know. It's your boy Sel.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Onika, and you are tuned in to Connect the Dots. If you want to hear some information on sports, hip hop, current events, you name it, check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, you don't know what you're missing.